President El-Sisi and Putin discussed strengthening ties, focusing on the Russian industrial zone in the Suez Canal and the Dab'a nuclear plant. Decent Life Foundation launches the largest humanitarian aid convoy to Gaza since the ceasefire was declared. And Egypt and Switzerland sign a joint economic committee agreement. You're watching the latest updates from Egypt on Qnews. Let's move on to the latest developments. President El-Sisi and Russian President Vladimir Putin have discussed enhancing bilateral relations, particularly regarding the Russian industrial zone in the Suez Canal economic zone and the Dab'a nuclear power plant. The two leaders also addressed regional issues, including the situation in Gaza. President El-Sisi highlighted Egypt's efforts in partnership with Qatar and the United States to broker a ceasefire and ensure humanitarian aid access. He stressed the need for international cooperation to implement the agreement and pursue a two-state solution for lasting peace. Putin praised Egypt's role in stabilizing the region and expressed support for strengthening economic ties. They also discussed the situation in Syria, Lebanon, Sudan, Libya, and the ongoing war in Ukraine, with a focus on regional stability and security. Egyptian President El-Sisi and Arsenio Dominguez, Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization (IMO), have discussed the continuation of cooperation in key areas of maritime transport, environmental sustainability, and renewable energy. During the meeting, both sides agreed to strengthen ties, focusing on Egypt's strategic position and its push to become a global hub for green hydrogen. The Secretary General Dominguez praised Egypt's advancement in seaport services. The discussion also covered security in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, with President El-Sisi emphasizing the IMO's role in restoring stability, particularly after the Gaza ceasefire. The Decent Life Foundation has launched the largest humanitarian aid convoy to Gaza since the ceasefire was declared, responding to the Palestinian people's urgent needs. The initiative includes food and medical supplies in line with directives from Egypt's leadership to support the Palestinian cause. The foundation praised Egypt and international mediators for securing the ceasefire and called on partners to bolster efforts in delivering aid. Minister of Supply Dr. Sharif Farouk convened with the General Committee for Foreign Aid to review prior aid efforts to Gaza. Over 796 tons of supplies were delivered through 10 convoys, including food, blankets, and tents. The committee discussed scaling up operations and leveraging logistics to streamline future aid delivery. Deputy Prime Minister and Health Minister Khaled Abdel Ghaffar and Social Solidarity Minister Maya Mursi met UN officials to discuss joint initiatives enhancing human capital. Abdel Ghaffar highlighted progress in healthcare reforms such as universal health coverage and decent life programs and stressed the importance of technology in decision-making and sustainability. On the sidelines of the World Economic Forum Davos 2025, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, representing President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi, has met with José Entraquinales, CFO of Spain's Acciona Energía, to discuss potential collaboration in the green energy sector. The Prime Minister emphasized Egypt's interest in partnering with Acciona Energía, a global leader in green energy with 15 gigawatts capacity across 52 countries. He also highlighted the company's expertise in seawater desalination, crucial for Egypt's growing water needs. Prime Minister Madbouli stressed overcoming cost challenges for expanding desalination projects and reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to renewable energy, aiming to increase its share in the energy mix. José Entraquinales praised Egypt's economic reforms and expressed enthusiasm for collaborating on renewable energy projects. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration Badr Abdelati and his Mauritanian counterpart Mohammed Salim Wild Marzouk have discussed the crises in Libya, Sudan and Sahel, agreeing on continuous coordination and cooperation on issues of joint concern. On the bilateral level, Minister Abdelati suggested that Mauritania could benefit from Egyptian firms' experiences in the sectors of infrastructure and aquaculture, saying that he looked forward to holding a joint Supreme Committee to better coordinate such collaboration. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration Badr Abdelati and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte have exchanged views on the escalating challenges and threats facing the Middle East, mainly those taking place in Syria, Gaza Strip, the Red Sea and Sahel countries. Minister Abdelati briefed Rutte on Egypt's efforts to promote regional security, including a Gaza ceasefire and a detainee exchange deal between Israel and Hamas. He praised NATO's Southern Flank Action Plan, but emphasized the need for bilateral cooperation, particularly in counter-terrorism and cybersecurity. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration Badr Abdelati has met EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy Kaja Kallas, emphasizing that ongoing Middle East crises require enhanced coordination and a stronger comprehensive strategic partnership. The minister praised the EU's role and welcomed the first €1 billion tranche of the €7.4 billion aid package, hoping for approval of the second tranche. He addressed immigration, stressing balanced collaboration with the EU and Egypt's economic burden from hosting displaced people. He also briefed Kallas on human rights progress and discussed Gaza ceasefire mediation, urging EU support for humanitarian aid and reconstruction. On Syria, he emphasized the need for an inclusive political transition. The two sides also exchanged views on crises in Sudan, Somalia, the Horn of Africa, Sahel, Red Sea security, and Egypt's water security amid the GERD issue. Civil Aviation Minister Dr. Sameh Al-Hifni met Mark Davis, EBIRD executive for the Mediterranean region, to discuss collaboration in aviation sector development. Talks highlighted strategies for private sector engagement in airport operations. The minister underscored Egypt's commitment to integrating global expertise in advancing infrastructure projects. Dr. Manal Awad, Minister of Local Development, met Tariq Noor, Chair of the United Media Services, to discuss public awareness campaigns on urban reconciliation laws. The collaboration aims to enhance citizens' understanding of legal benefits. Awad commended the company's contributions to Egypt's media landscape, emphasizing a shared commitment to public service. Meanwhile, Minister of Local Development Dr. Manal Awad and Cairo Governor Dr. Ibrahim Sabir have reviewed progress on the first phase of the 100 million trees initiative along the Ring Road. Awad emphasized proper maintenance and the planting of trees while urging collaboration with local authorities to ensure sustainability. The initiative aligns with Egypt's vision for environmental enhancement and improving citizens' quality of life. Dr. Sherif Farouk, Minister of Supply, has met with Nile Oils and Detergents Company officials to address oil price stabilization and ensure affordable access for citizens. The discussions included financial strategies, production expansion, and revitalizing product lines. Farouk reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to market monitoring and supporting essential goods availability. Justice Minister Adnan Fangari inaugurated a digital transformation program for judicial officials. The initiative, part of Egypt's digital transformation strategy, aims to enhance technical skills and promote a fully integrated digital society. Training is conducted in partnership with the National Planning Institute, reflecting Egypt's commitment to modern governance. Head of Egypt's Healthcare Authority, Dr. Ahmed Al-Subki, has announced that Egypt received over 12,000 international patients in 2024 under its medical tourism program, a 200% increase from 2023. Branded as Care in Egypt, the initiative emphasizes global standard healthcare services, boosting Egypt's reputation as a medical tourism hub. Egypt's Military Academy Director Ashraf Zahir and Communication Minister Amr Talat have launched an initiative to train 2,000 to 3,000 young talents, especially computer science graduates, in telecommunications and IT. The program will cover fields like software development, AI, data science, cybersecurity, embedded systems, electronics, and digital arts. Participants can access diplomas, master's degree, and professional certifications, along with cultural, sports, and personal development activities. Minister Talat highlighted the program's blend of academic and practical training, global collaborations, and full-time residential opportunities. A joint ministry academy committee will oversee the initiative. The Arab Republic of Egypt and the Swiss Confederation have signed a joint economic committee agreement. Rania Al-Mashot, Egypt's Minister of Planning, and Helen Bodelger, Switzerland's State Secretary for Economic Affairs, signed the joint economic committee agreement to strengthen bilateral ties in trade, investment, and development. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli called it a milestone in Egyptian-Swiss cooperation, aligning with both countries' sustainable development goals. Minister Al-Mashot emphasized the long-standing partnership, which has supported sectors like infrastructure, migration, and sustainable development. And that brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here is what we have been covering. President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi and Putin discussed strengthening ties, focusing on the Russian industrial zone in the Suez Canal and the Daban nuclear plant. Decent Life Foundation launches the largest humanitarian aid convoy to Gaza since the ceasefire was declared. And Egypt and Switzerland sign a joint economic committee agreement. That's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. I'm Hala Al-Hamalawi. Thank you very much for watching.